All right, so my name is Eli Ludwig, and for my informative visual aid speech, I wanted to talk a little bit about mineral exploration. So I am studying geologic engineering here at UAF, and as part of that, I've taken a few classes on mineral exploration and kind of wanted to share about what it is and what it looks like specifically here in Alaska. So in this speech, I'm going to be talking about what is mineral exploration. I'm going to be talking about the different stages of mineral exploration, the techniques for doing it, and a case study on mineral exploration here in Alaska. So what is mineral exploration? As defined in the Geologic Database of Ireland, mineral exploration is the process of locating and analyzing valuable minerals for the purpose of mining. And there are two main kinds of mineral exploration, which is greenfield and brownfield. Greenfield refers to when you are going out into kind of the wilderness and looking for new mineral deposits, and brownfield is when you're looking more around mines to expand the mining processes already there. In this speech, I'm going to be focusing mainly on greenfield. So, what is the mineral exploration process? It's kind of a four-step circular process where you start with doing preliminary research, and then you move and you do some exploration where you've decided to look, and then you do resource evaluation, and then you proceed into the final step, which is assessment drilling. So in the preliminary research phase, you're looking at online resources, things that are available kind of to everyone. It's kind of like, in the lab looking. So this could look like, this is an example of something I pulled off of the USGS for Alaska mineral deposits. And so you could see how you could look on this map and look for where minerals could be deposited for possible mining. This is another one this is from also taken from USGS. This is a study done in the 1960s on the different platinum, nickel, cobalt, and chromite occurrences in Alaska. And so these are the things you'd be looking at to determine where you might want to start your mineral exploration. In phase two, exploration, so this occurs once you've kind of located a spot, you will gather more localized information. So this will look like you could be doing remote hyperspectral imaging, which is where you're taking, as shown here, it's a specific type of camera that takes images and associates values for each wavelength of light that reflects from it. And so this is awesome because it allows you to identify specific minerals and rocks. So you can see in that image, you're getting, muscovite, chlorite, montmorillonite, all those different things. And so that could give you an idea of what kind of minerals are in an area remotely. You can also do electromagnetic surveys. This is an example of an electromagnetic backpack from the Greens Creek mine. I got this photo from a buddy of mine who did work out there last summer. And with these electromagnetic surveys, you're essentially sending down an electromagnetic pulse into the ground to identify like where these mineral deposits are. And you can see that on that left from the Fordia Inc. showing how those electromagnetic pulses will interact with the minerals and give you an idea for the subsurface. Another thing is geochemical sampling, which is where you're taking soil samples from the area. You are then sending them to a lab to be analyzed for kind of composition of what minerals are in that soil. So in phase three, in the resource evaluation stage, this is where you are looking at, all right, so like we've located it, we've gotten some initial information on it. Is it going to be financially viable to pursue mining? Kind of conducting these cost benefit analyses to see like, is this worth pursuing? And that's when you move into phase four. If you think that, okay, yeah, like let's move on with this, this is worth our time. This is when you will move into the assessment drilling stage where you are going out there and you are drilling and kind of like getting a concrete idea of what's going on and what minerals are available. So as part of kind of the different techniques, there are many different techniques. What I wanted to look specifically at, because we do it a lot in Alaska, is core drilling. So this is an example of the Greens Creek mine core storage shed on the left there, and some examples of cores. And this is where you are drilling down and pulling out the cores and kind of like looking at them and logging them. And what you can do with these is you can make these really cool three-dimensional models of the mineral deposits. So this is one of the mineral deposits on the Greens Creek mine as well, where they have taken all those lines represent core samples, and they have taken those and arranged them in such a way to create this three-dimensional image of what those minerals are and where they are so that they can mine them efficiently. You can also do larger scale mapping rather than just specific mineral deposits. And so this is kind of an example of how that electromagnetic data can be used in order to create more larger scale ideas for where the minerals are. So for the case study, I wanted to look at the Alaska Energy Metals have the Nikolai project, which is a nickel deposit that they have located and are looking to mine. So you can see here where the Eureka zone is. It's down southeast from Delta, about 3 hours from Fairbanks. And it is a big deal because it is a huge nickel mine. It's one of the largest nickel deposits ever been discovered in the United States. And so this is huge for electric vehicles and for aerospace, and also for the US economy because we import a large, all of our nickel as seen in OEN. And so to have access to this nickel deposit is great because this could allow us to kind of become more self-sufficient, and it's going to be a big financial boost. This is some of the models of the Eureka deposit and some examples of how those later stage 4 mineral exploration techniques are being used to gather that data. So yeah, thanks for listening to my speech. It's been really fun gathering all this data to share it to you guys. And yeah, I hope you learned a little bit more about the different stages of mineral exploration and what it looks like in Alaska. So thank you very much.